Coming up on Look Today, workers at the soon-to-be closed GE plant in Fort Edward suffer some transition pains. Plus, Warren County Municipal Center beefs up security in the wake of the San Bernardino shootings. I have the details. And former Warren County Sheriff Bud York gets into the holiday giving spirit. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone. I'm Tracy Villamay and this is Look Today. In tonight's program, we interview Adirondack Museum's Paige Durner about the museum's holiday headquarters events. And we'll interview Saratoga Springs Mayor Joanne Yepsen and First Night Coordinator Alex Jones about First Night Saratoga. Plus, your weather for Tri-North counties. But first, these headline stories. In our lead story, as the GE plant in Fort Edward packs up after 70 years, the transition is proving to be a tough one for many. Orders continue to pour into the Fort Edward facility despite its soon-to-be completed move to a subsidiary in Florida. Workers in Fort Edward call it a disaster. With many machines already in the new location, some capacitors have to be partially built in Fort Edward and partially in Florida. In some cases, parts have to be returned to Fort Edward for completion before turning them back around to the new facility. While some workers feel the whole operation is fly by the seat of the pants, GE officials say they are putting a lot of thought into it, meeting every other week with union leaders since March. The Fort Edward facility opened in 1945. GE decided to move capacitor manufacturing to Florida to consolidate and simplify operations. Hundreds of workers in Fort Edward will lose their jobs. Changing from news to weather, after the region saw another slight increase in temperatures yesterday, how is the weather shaping up for the week? For the latest, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. Back to the news. A local county-owned municipal building responds to last week's mass shootings in California. Warren County Public Works Superintendent Jeff Tennyson reviewed the makeup of the San Bernardino, California municipal campus, where 14 people were killed when a couple opened fire at a holiday party. Tennyson noticed that the shootings were committed in an unsecure building and decided to take another look at Warren County's security plan. A new plan will result in all Warren County Municipal Center buildings being secured. Employees will be issued electronic keys to enter buildings. Visitors will go in through a new entrance with a security desk manned by the county sheriff's office. A lockdown of what is currently the main entrance will be in effect as soon as Christmas. Tennyson says once signs are completed to tell people where to go, it's only a matter of flipping a switch to activate the new locks. Also in the news, Warren County Sheriff Bud York gets into the holiday giving season. This week, York donated nearly $4,500 in leftover campaign funds to support ongoing medical needs for former Marine Sergeant Eddie Ryan.
Eddie was a sniper. He was shot in the head by friendly fire. He almost died, and his rehabilitation has been going on for 10 years. His parents every day work with him. He's an amazing.
York says he does not plan to run for sheriff again, but even if he did, he'd still want to give the money to a worthy cause. York also said he challenges others to do the same. Unused campaign contributions, as a rule, may be donated to charities as long as there's no personal conflict. In other news, the Rare Earth Wine Bar in Glens Falls is saying goodbye after only 1 year in operation. The Glen Street restaurant specializes in French cuisine and European boutique wines. Co-owner Michael Bellinger says there are just not enough customers to keep it going. Their last day of operation will be New Year's Eve. Still to come, an interview with Saratoga Springs Mayor Joanne Yepsen and Coordinator Alex Jones about First Night Saratoga. Plus, Adirondack Museum's Paige Durner will share with us a talk about the holiday headquarters event happening at the Adirondack Museum. But first, if you see news happening, want to share a story idea, or join us for an interview, give us a call on the hotline, 798-8000.